This is him before he went AWOL for a week. This is him after he went AWOL for a week.
Yep, that man done had a stroke. And we knew. We been knowing. Now there's ongoing speculation as to whether he is even still here on this earthly plane. A lot of ideas, a lot of theories. I'm going to give you mine. I believe he is still here with us physically. I believe that was him at the 9/11 memorial, giving that telltale droopy face that you see in stroke victims. I also do believe it was him at that presser. But I do believe the video that was released of Trump in the Oval Office talking about Charlie Kirk's death was in fact AI. And that again, Gia just said that. We have been given this information repeatedly from Spirit. Myself, many others on TikTok and on social media, and you, my followers, in my comments, we've been getting the same information. That he's not well, that he is having medical emergencies, and that he will continue to have medical emergencies until eventually he is no longer with us, or he is fully and completely incapacitated. And many of us have also been receiving insights related to what happened in Weekend at Bernie's and the movie Dave. And there's been a lot of speculation as to what that actually means. And this is, of course, the tricky part when you're receiving spiritual information that is not exactly explicit. So it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. I believe the administration will continue to trot him out publicly whenever he is physically able. And I also believe they are using generative AI to do the things he cannot do. I have speculated in the past that they have used a stand-in and that they might yet use a stand-in. At this moment, I haven't concretely seen evidence of that for me in the past few weeks. I have seen when he's out in public, he is a very sick man. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose anything, let alone from one photo. But this is my intuitive information in addition to what the facts are pointing to, in addition to the opinions of others who are much more well-versed in medical knowledge than I am. And the reason we have to do this in the first place is not because we're crazy conspiracy theorists, but because this administration lies. Period. We wouldn't have to do any of this if they were honest about his condition. And they're not honest about that or anything. So here we are. So what do we do about this information? There's wild speculation. There's a lot more crazy theories out there than this. What do we do with this information? Well, of course, this is always up to you. This is always up to you. What are you going to do with the information that's out there? How are you going to use your mind to create a narrative that makes sense for you? But I've been thinking a lot about the term gaslighting. We use it a lot, we throw it around a lot. It's cultural lexicon at this point. But there's a part of it that we're kind of ignoring. And the whole reason we use gaslighting is, of course, it's from an old movie where a man was slowly turning down the lights and making his wife crazy, telling her, no, I didn't turn down the lights. But the thing that we're missing right now in the cultural conversation is that she also made herself crazy because of this dynamic. This is not me victim blaming. Hold your horses, hold on. This is me cautioning that going down every rabbit hole, entertaining every theory, being insistent on uncovering every detail, that will make you crazy. You will make yourself crazy if you do that. For me and myself and my mental health, it is enough to know that yes, they are lying. And yes, we knew. And yes, our premonitions were correct. You've heard me talk repeatedly about having a loose relationship, not only to the overall outcome, but to the specifics of any given premonition. That is because being too attached to the outcome causes the expectation, the emotional intensity that is unhealthy, in addition to sometimes we interpret it slightly wrong. Sometimes timelines shift. Sometimes free will alters things. Things are never exact when we are future casting. Never exact, period. But we also have to be loose when it comes to having our premonitions validated. It is, for me, enough to see that man, that face, his declining health and know, yep, we clocked it. Yep, we were correct. As to uncovering any other specific nefarious bullshit that they're doing, I can't be chasing down every bit of that because they're crazy left and right, and I can't let that affect me and my groundedness and my mental health. This doesn't mean I won't be watchful, but it means I'm not going to allow myself to be carried into a frenzy of dissecting their every move. So this is how I'm navigating it. You do you, but that's my guidance and my invitation if you want it.